All right, Ron. Kwesi and KOC yesterday, they were asked about the Justin Jefferson possible extension negotiations. They said they've started talking with his representation. Do you have any thought for the ballpark of what this deal is going to look like? Keeping in mind the leading contract for wide receivers, Tyreek Hill, $30 million a year. What number do you think Jefferson's going to get?
Oh man, that's tough. It depends on how long he wants to be a Viking and how long they want him. A lot of guys, I think if you can guarantee it and spread it out, because now you can do fully guaranteed contracts. I think we have a chance to see that. I know right now it's been quarterbacks, but you look at Justin Jefferson, he hasn't shown any sign of possibly getting injured. He's been very durable, taking big hits, still willing to get back in the game. So this might be one of those situations where instead of asking for $30 million a year, you take 20, but you spread it out. And you spread it out over whatever you think his longevity could be, 8-10 years. And you say, hey, we're going to guarantee you whatever that might be. If it's 200 million, if it's 150 million, if it's 170 million guaranteed, but let's spread it out so that we can still get other pieces of this pie into this organization. And I think we have a chance to see it. Like, this might be the first fully guaranteed receiver contract in the NFL. And so, again, I don't know what Justin wants. You don't know what the Vikings are willing to pay. But yeah, 30 million seems a lot when you think about how cap strapped they are. So I'd be interested to see if they can spread it out, but still guarantee it. So, hey, you're not going to get it now, but it's yours. You know,
That
even
would
if you
be
get hurt, it's yours.
unbelievably generous, I think, on Jefferson's part to sign a deal like that, just because I think there's a point of pride, right, Ron, when you think you're the best in the league.
Yeah.
You want to set the market for your peers. You want to set that new number so that the next guy, so when Jamar Chase, his buddy, comes along the next year, Jamar Chase can say, well, Jefferson got 32. I want 33.
Right.
Is there kind of an unspoken bond between you and your receiver peers that's kind of the way you're going to operate when you negotiate these things, do you think?
No, it's everybody. Like, when you think about guys that get franchised, that's always what they look at. Who are the top 5 paid guys that are going to help me get, if I'm getting franchised, who are those top guys at this moment? Because sometimes getting franchised can hurt you, and sometimes it's like, you know what? Look at Kirk Cousins. He got $44 million within the span of 2 years, so it's not a bad deal. But then you look at other guys that get franchised, and their top 5 peers aren't making that much, so they get screwed in their mind, even though it's like, $18 million, but oh yeah, you got screwed 2 years, $18 million. But when you think about that and you say that, like the yearly amount, at the end of the day, they could say, hey, Justin, we'll give you 4 years, $32 million a year. And then, is he going to be a value to get more? Like, can he continue to ask for that money when he's in his 30s? And I think that's going to be the question too, is like, do you want generational wealth? Or do you maybe, and again, if you get $100 million anyway in 4 years, you got it. But that's the other key. Like, what's the benefit and the bonus? Like, because his agent can say, hey, Justin, like this long-term deal is better because you're going to get more guaranteed money. And there's no guarantee that in 10 years, you're going to garner $20 million in the NFL. But they've already paid you for it. So it doesn't matter what you look like in 8 to 10 years. And so that's the other side of this, like receivers, like other than Jerry Rice, receivers aren't like quarterbacks. You're not playing until you're 38. So you have to think about that as well. Like, what is a 34, 35-year-old receiver getting right now in today's NFL? It's not $20 million. And I think that's the other side of it, is like, it's going to hurt both of them. It's going to hurt the Vikings later. It maybe hurt Justin a little early, but then at the end, he's getting his guaranteed money.
Yeah.
When we're saying, hey, you're going to get $20 million. So just an idea, just a thought. It's not going to happen because I don't think anybody's going to do that. But
don't think it's happening.
I like the idea. And if it happens, then just play this video back and be like, man, Ron saw it.
Oh, 100%.
Ron had
We've got the receipts.
Yeah. But no, I mean, if he does get $31 million a year, and that's what he asked for over like 6 years or something like that, $180 million, where it's whatever sign-in bonuses, or maybe no sign-in bonus, and it's just a yearly guarantee like Deshaun Watson, then maybe that's another way to go about it. Or if it's incentive laden and it's $30 million with incentives of MVP, of receiving crown and all that stuff, there's other options there too.